afternoon, everyone. Sorry for the delay in commentary on this field, but we are joining you from what has been undoubtedly the most exciting match of this tournament, as we've just seen Germany defeat Norway in overtime, 7-6, in what is another playoff game today. So Germany securing their spot in the quarterfinals, as both Wales and the Netherlands also looking to do the same. We are joining you here. The score is 4-0 to Wales. A couple of goals from Phoebe Smith, one from Lulu Rowlands and one from Nia Martin, as the ball again in the Welsh end. I'm Sophie Coombs-Roberts. For Welsh fans, you will probably know me as a current member of the Welsh national team, unfortunately out with an injury. So I will do my best to remain fully impartial here in what's set to be a fantastic matchup. I am joined by Anna Peterson. Anna just getting her breath back, a former coach of Team Norway who was shaking in that last game. But as we see, Ellie Jones, number 8, the attacker, pass this ball off on the free position opportunity, and Sophie Morel missing high. Sorry, we're just getting our breaths back. We are excited. And Anna, what are you most looking forward to about this matchup?
I'm interested to see which Netherlands team we're going to see in this game. I think we've seen a bit of unevenness depending on their opposition. We've seen beautiful fluid passing, we've seen really strong defensive presence, but then we've also seen it fall apart a little bit in these really strong contests. They had, a very difficult group, and so I'm excited to see what they're able to bring today.
Oh, and I thought that had gone in.
Beautiful defending there. She's going to take 3 different stops, I think, on that goal.
And that was a nice feed from Ellie Jones. She's already got an assist on the afternoon. She really is known as Wales's most potent distributor. You'll often see her behind. Close opportunity there for the Welsh team. But the ball now in the sticks of the Dutch. And this is Sophie Knaud, who had an excellent match against England the other day. She actually scored on a couple of free position opportunities yesterday. And here we see her again going to the free position line.
Apologies for any cross chatter you may hear. We have Latvia, Czech Republic happening right in front of us as we join you for this Wales-Netherlands game.
It really is, has been the most exciting day of the championship so far, and we would expect nothing less because it is playoffs day. Every match counts now. As we see Knaud earning herself another free position opportunity. Knaud playing in lacrosse out of Rotterdam, but it is. And that is an errant foul from the Welsh captain, Ellie Garstra, as she is sent off with a card. So the Netherlands will now play a player up for the next 2 minutes. Yellow cards have plagued the Welsh team. They actually have the most yellow cards of any team so far in this tournament, and it will have for sure been in their game plan to try and tidy things up, but not able to execute on that, as Garstra is sent off, and the Netherlands will now work for the best possible shot opportunity here. So it's Van Dijk, number 14, being left alone here. Van Dijk running the ball in, and a nice collapse from the Welsh defence.
Apologies, I've been a bit quiet. I've been trying to search for stats on this game. We didn't have a chance to breathe. We've had a couple of players on important teams or, really competitive teams in important games today have up to 6 points on their card. So every yellow card does count, as we were talking about. Once you hit 8, you do have to sit out a game, which is going to be critical at this point in the competition.
As we see Harriet Brooks, the Welsh goalkeeper, making a save, but a fantastic redefend there from the Dutch number 20. That is Ashley Ramsey. She's been critical for the Dutch team so far. I'm not sure what the call is there, but it is Harriet Mann, known as a stone wall in the Welsh defence, who picks the ball up for the Welsh team. Back with goalkeeper Harriet Brooks, as she's playing a little game of turnaround here with Knaud. But Knaud managing to strip the ball from her. And that is a mistake there from the Welsh goalkeeper, Harriet Brooks. She raises her hand in acknowledgement. She knows she should have kept her feet moving. She should have moved that ball quick enough. And it is the attacker, number 21 for the Netherlands, Sophie Cadald, whose hard work pays off there, and she is able to put one past to put the first goal of the board, sorry, the first goal of the game for the Netherlands on the board. Sophie Cadald with the goal there. So we are back to the draw control circle. The Welsh currently leading the Netherlands 4-1. A reminder, this game is for a spot in the quarterfinals. The winner of this matchup will play Ireland tomorrow. And it is the speedy attacker, Lulu Johnston, recently married. Her husband actually wanted me to let everyone know that she's recently got married. Shout out to Henry, who's on the sidelines today. But
love the approach here by the Netherlands defense. You can see that they're going to start reading them quite tight.
This is the veteran Laura Warren, who shoots high and misses. I think Wales lucky to get the backup there. I thought the Netherlands could have been closer.
I totally agree there. Let's see what kind of movement we're going to see here from Wales.
And this is a heartening sight for Welsh fans as top attacker Sophie Morrill is out on the field.
We may have the end of a quarter here.
I was just saying how heartened all Welsh fans will be to see Sophie Morrill out on the field. She has missed the last couple of games due to an Achilles injury, but is back into the game and back into the tournament. So really excited and happy to see Sophie Morrill back out on the field. So again, this is a play-in matchup between Wales and the Netherlands. Wales currently leading 4-1. Both teams competing for a place in the quarterfinals, but not just the quarterfinals. The winner will be able to keep their chances alive of progressing to that World Championship Division 1 tournament, something that is new for international lacrosse. In 2026, only 16 teams will feature in the Division 1 World Championships, with there then being another Division 2 World Championships, and only 7 of those teams will be from European countries. So an absolutely must-win match here for both the Welsh and the Netherlands if they want to be at that tournament. Welcome back to this matchup between Wales lacrosse and the Dutch national team. Wales currently leading the Netherlands 4-1. A couple of goals from Phoebe Smith from the Welsh team and Sophie Cadal, the sole goal scorer for the Netherlands so far. As we go back to the draw, apologies, we did miss the majority of the first quarter as we were commentating on a really exciting overtime win for Germany against Norway. So not much analysis we can give you from that first quarter, but we are ready and waiting for this one now.
And we'll be able to keep time for you because we weren't sure quite how far into that first quarter we joined this game.
Yeah, apologies, there is no clock on your broadcast, but we will be doing the best we can to bring you live timing updates as close as we can get them. So the Dutch winning that draw control. And this is number 11, Hannah Hunt. Plays her lacrosse in Rotterdam. A lot of the players on this team playing in Rotterdam or Amsterdam generally.
Yeah, and I think from talking to these players when we have played against Rotterdam or seen them at the club championships, I think that has been a motivator for some people to move over to Rotterdam because it means more practice throughout the year with their fellow national team teammates. So it's definitely a strong team in the in the Dutch system, often coming away with that national championship.
Yeah, and the Rotterdam Jaguars put in a fantastic performance at this year's Ken Galluccio Cup. They finished second, almost beating the English team, Blues Lacrosse Club. I was there for that one, and that was really exciting. So just testament to the strength and the improvement of the lacrosse in the Netherlands.
So always my favorite kit at the Ken Galluccio Cup because the spandex shorts they have under their kilts are Jaguar print.
Oh, how cool. As we see Charlotte Williams, the defender from the Welsh team, being awarded the ball after, I think that was an illegal screen called from the umpires, the officials. We actually don't see illegal screens called all that often in women's lacrosse, but this tournament we've seen quite a few.
We've seen kind of few, and a lot of the time it is the defender not having a chance to even notice that there is an attacker approaching them and setting their feet, so they're really caught in that turning motion, trying to continue defending the ball carrier.
And both teams fighting for the ball here. Oh my gosh, they're both on the ground. That is Laura Warren giving it 110%, and she comes up with the ball. Getting a look at Laura Warren. To a wide open Ellie Jones on the crease, who isn't able to finish that one.
Beautiful stop there by the Netherlands, right in the center of her body. She was ready, not just for the rebound, but getting that ball in her stick and sending it off to the defense.
And that is a save from Kennedy Carr in goal. She plays at Lafayette University in America. And the Netherlands retain possession of the ball here after the Welsh redefense a little too aggressive. Out again with the ball. She's really stepped up in the latter few games of this tournament. We've seen her be a main threat for the Dutch attack. And down to Dika Spitzen. She is the quarterback for this Dutch team, a veteran player for them. We've seen her really control the attack a lot. But an off-ball foul called there. We didn't see what happened as the camera wasn't on it, but the ball will be with the Netherlands number 9, Marloes Bunning. She charges in, evading some sticks.
Great defense there by Wales. It looked like the Netherlands didn't set up too many outlet pass opportunities for them there. She had to go down the middle.
And this is Humphrey. She's been dangerous on that inside roll in the left hand.
That, I think, while it looked like a gorgeous opportunity for that back check, it looked like her stick did not come up immediately. So I think we may see a little bit of a dangerous check there.
And sorry, this is Ramsey with the ball. Yeah, she's been really strong rolling the crease in that left hand. That's something that Wales will have scouted. Here she is in her strong left hand.
A little bit wide to the right there. Smart to have that back up though.
And patient attack has been the theme of the Netherlands so far this tournament. They've really been able to take their time, work the ball around. We haven't seen them take too many low percentage opportunities. And here is Cadal with a whole half of the fan to work in, getting her stick free and burying that one.
Absolutely gorgeous shot choice there. You could see her teammates giving her enough room for that drive, and just beautiful. You have to be so precise, and when you're changing the speed of your feet to make sure you're getting that last step in front of the defender. Beautiful finish there from the Netherlands.
Yeah, and she had a lot of space to work in there. Her teammates had given her the whole half of the fan to take that drive.
And that is back-to-back for Sophie Cadal.
Yeah, so the only 2 goals of the game for the Netherlands coming from Cadal. And the Dutch coming up with another draw control there. The Welsh had a chance to pick it up.
I think a little bit of messy stick work there from the Welsh team. But no, I'm sorry. Maybe I was looking at the wrong sticks. When you see some traffic like that, it's hard to pick it out.
No, I do think Wales were lucky to come away with that ball, actually. Ball now with Iona Dryden.
These uniforms almost looking highlighter orange on our screens, I have to say, with some of the best fan accessories throughout this tournament, with these giant orange slices dancing in the background.
So the ball now with Bainham into the game. And over to Dryden. Wales taking their time this time around. Ball with Phoebe Smith, who's got a couple of goals today. Now behind with Ellie Jones. She has an assist on the afternoon. And this is nice ball movement from the Welsh. As we see Katie Lachowski taking that long drive from the top. Dryden again with the ball.
Nice coverage there by the Netherlands at the last second. Would have been a great opportunity for the Welsh team to send that ball into the 15. Beautiful stop there by the Dutch goalkeeper. They need to add these fakes onto those tiny shots. She's right there, easy to track that ball.
Yeah, that's the second time we've seen the Welsh team play a nice give and go opportunity and then shoot it straight into the stick of Kennedy Carr. But a good job from her. I'd like to see the Welsh attackers changing up their shot levels and shoot low next time. So the Dutch transitioning the ball into their attacking end. Zhang into the game for the Dutch. Up here with Linda Kaufenhoven. She's been really good on the draw this tournament, Kaufenhoven has. And again, a little 1-2 opportunity. Looks like goalkeeper Harriet Brooks managed to get a piece of that. So ball behind with the Dutch. We can't quite see that in our pictures, but there it is. It's with Spitzen. Up to Kaufenhoven.
Great pressure there from the restraining line by Wales, trying to force that double team.
And again, we're seeing this tactic from the Dutch. They're leaving a whole right-hand side of the fan free for their attackers to drive from the middle. And it's looking really successful for them. A few free players here for the Dutch, but Kaufenhoven choosing to take it herself. I have to say, I think that was the wrong decision. She had 2 free players either side of her. I would have liked to have seen her pass that off. As the ball now into the stick of Laura Warren. Can you believe she's over 40? She won't mind me saying that.
Incredible
2 children.
speed there from her. Wonderful awareness there by the Dutch.
But Wales have got to finish these opportunities. They're creating loads of opportunities. And it was a bit the story of their match against Scotland. They had a lot of chances. They weren't able to convert. But we see Dryden here, I think, being awarded a free position. And this is a sight that Welsh fans will be happy to see.
Early entry there by multiple people, I would say.
Yeah, but lucky to be given the ball back.
Wonderful finish there. Bottom left-hand corner, and that is going to count. That's number 16, Iona Dryden for Wales.
And Dryden getting on the score sheet, but I have to say she was lucky there. I thought she went early. It looked like she went early, and the Dutch sideline are exclaiming. You can see they're trying to approach the referees to say that she did go early. The goal will stand, though. They've already called it. So that is 5-2 to Wales. A little bit of luck going on the side of the Welsh as the Dutch team call a timeout. Anna, what have you made of this match so far?
Honestly, I'm still a little bit in recovery from the previous match, trying to get it together. Definitely some elevated heart rate. I think the German defense is actually, or sorry, not German, again, still in my other head. The Netherlands defense looking good here. I think they are preventing those strong shots. Wales have had needed to oh my goodness, losing my words, capitalize on, they're preventing those close range shots. The goalie looks really keyed in to the shot selections that they're taking. So they're going to have to switch up the looks they're taking, the choices they're making, I think, on the Welsh attack if they want to see more goals in the net. And I want to see more from the Netherlands. I think they've got more ready to come. I think this is a good idea for a timeout right now. Regroup. Plenty of time on the boards.
Yeah, I think I'm exactly the same as you. With the Welsh, I'd like to see them finish the ball a little bit better. I'd also like to see them read that isolation play a little bit better. We've seen that already 3 times so far since we've joined the broadcast. The Netherlands attack is taking that long one-on-one, and the Welsh being a little late to slide. From the Dutch side of things, I think I'd like to see them attack a little bit more. And I know that sounds counterintuitive to say attack, but I think they've been a bit slow, a bit patient, which is great, but they need a bit more firepower if they're going to get past that Welsh defence.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're back to the draw here, hoping that these player graphics will come off the screen as the players are back out, and they do, just in time. Never in doubt.
About 4 minutes, 45 seconds here left on the clock. Bit of a messy pickup there. I'm not sure who came away with it. It's going to be Wales, but a different player.
Yeah, I think the Netherlands were called for a push there. So that ball with Laura Warren, I mentioned before. Warren, a bit of a legend of international lacrosse, has been playing for such a long time and has given so much to this Welsh programme. Mentioned she's a mother, 2 boys, Louis and Toby. She's actually the one of 2 mums on this team, with captain Ellie Garstra also having a little girl, Lily, who is out supporting in the stands today, actually. And I do think it's so impressive when players are able to come back to the pitch having had a child.
Great coverage here by the Netherlands. Having that player pop in to make sure that the passing lane is covered and then regroup with great positioning there on the drive. Just enough pressure to dislodge that ball from the stick.
And a good job there from...
And it's almost a sea of orange around Ellie Garstra right here.
That was a good job there from Nia Martin, one of the youngest players on this team. She played in that that 2023 under-21 championships last summer in Prague for the Welsh team. Her first major tournament experience with the Welsh senior team. As we see Ellie Jones holding the ball behind, popping it off to Dryden.
Nice little flip there. Defense reacting well.
Oh, and that is a fantastic feed from Ellie Jones, right into the stick of Sophie Morrill. How good is it to see her back on the field? So that goal is attributed to number 14, Sophie Morrill. Will be her first goal of the game. Mentioned earlier, she missed a couple of games due to an Achilles injury, but she is back on the field. And if that goal is anything to go by, looking strong.
Yeah, I think when you look at Wales throughout this tournament, they look very different today than they did when they started this tournament, with a rocky start, having a late surge there at the end to, I think, come over with a win over Spain to begin with.
Yeah, only beating Spain 9-5, which was a relatively surprising result, I think, for fans at this tournament.
Yep, but then you've seen the flow emerge, especially in the midfield, in the attack, the really crisp passes, and the speed at which they're taking these cuts into the 15. That's where the Netherlands was caught a little bit off guard. They were 2 steps behind there. You have to just, we've said a couple times in this tournament, not just be reactive, you have to be proactive with these. We always, I think, are reaching new levels of performance with these athletes, new levels of speed and specialization when it comes to how they're attacking the ball, dodging the ball. So, yeah, interested to see how the Netherlands will react here.
Yeah, but actually talking about Spain, they won their final group game matchup against Sweden. I just think they've been so impressive this tournament, and really the growth of Spanish lacrosse has been exceptional. That was a big win for them against Sweden to earn them a place in the playoff game. They did lose earlier to Italy. As we see Rollins hustling hard on that redefend. Lucky there not to be called for warding off.
Yeah, it's also encouraging to follow up a little bit on Spain to see how they're investing in the game locally. I was there in 2021, I believe, doing coaching clinic. We had 16 coaches, new coaches come out of that program, working with kids on the ground in multiple schools and clubs in Spain. And we'll have, I think, additional coaches getting certified this week with me.
And actually, if you're looking for a Welsh-Spain connection, the father of Laura Warren, Jeff Warren, has played a massive part in coaching the Spanish team over the last few years. He lives in Spain now, so he's helping to contribute to Spanish lacrosse. But less about Spanish lacrosse now, and more about this Dutch attack, as they managed to turn the ball over the other end. They lost the draw control, won this, and it's behind with the veteran attacker, Dika Spitzen.
And they need to take advantage of this here. They have, I think, only 10 seconds left on this clock. So they need to find that draw opportunity, but this is where they've been strong, is coming across the top here, screening off those 2 lower defensive pairs. That's my timer, and it looks like we'll have a flag on that play.
It does look like the Welsh have read that play slightly better. It will be a free position here. I'm struggling to see which number this is on. And there is a wide open Kalfenhoven in the middle, but she chooses not to pass it. And that is a good crash, I thought, from the Welsh defence, but
we're going to have ref time here.
They're setting it back up.
That's ref time because we are within those last 30 seconds and we are in a stop clock situation.
She's charging in again. Another good crash from the Welsh defence. I thought it was good, but I think they're awarding yet another free position to the Dutch.
Could have been a push in there. There were a couple of people involved. She'll be happy to have this do-over, though.
And I imagine after 2 failed attempts here, I think she might think about passing this one off. Let's see what she chooses to do. Will it be 3rd time lucky for the Dutch on this free position opportunity? She does pass it off, and that is to Spitzen, and that is another free position opportunity. 4 in a row for the Dutch. And free positions, something that we have seen a lot of in this tournament with the scrapping of the 11-metre, introduction of only a 15-metre. It has been a game of free positions. But Harriet Brooks easily able to stop that one.
Yep, taking those passes or those shots out from that 15-metre, always hard. You have to have an absolute rocket behind you in that upper body strength, in that shoulder strength. And we've seen not a lot of players actually able to capitalize on that. And I think that's going to be the end of the second quarter.
Half.
This will be, our halftime break.
I'm really surprised to see Dika Spitzen. She's been so experienced. She's really, she's converted a lot of free positions this tournament so far. She's been running them in, but they're just a 1 step. Perhaps they actually knew there was no time left, and maybe she was only allowed 1 step. We can't hear the officials on field here from field 2. Regardless, the score is 6 to Wales, 2 to the Netherlands. You can see in the background they've got some blow-up oranges, so maybe there will be some halftime oranges here, a tradition in the UK. We will leave you for this halftime break and be back for the second half. You don't want to miss it. Welcome back to this, one of the final games of the day, here on day 7 of the European Lacrosse Championships, live from Portugal, Braga. This a playing game between Wales and the Netherlands, with the winner facing Ireland in the quarterfinals. If anyone was wondering why that halftime break was quite so long, it is because we are into our number 2 level heat protocol, which means the timeouts are in fact 15 minutes, and we expect the next quarter time to be 7. So a little bit longer to grab your coffee if that's what you need.
And I think we'll also have a mandatory water break halfway through the quarter, as close to that 7-minute mark that the officials can call.
We've had a few cooler days in Braga, but this one, a hot one today for a hot matchup between Wales and the Netherlands.
Yes, and they don't always feel the heat right here on field 2, but we have one turf field that really, absorbs the heat throughout the day, making it extra hot under the feet of our athletes. So we want to make sure that they have the safest conditions possible for continuing play in these really, really important placement games.
Yeah, and also I think both the Welsh and the Netherlands will be appreciative of that, because neither country known for its hot weather. As this is a real scramble for the ball. But Welsh defender Harriet Mann seems to be having a few questions with the officials. And the ball will go into the stick of Rowlands. Now to Phoebe Smith, who has 2 goals today. Phoebe Smith plays at Hawks Lacrosse Club, is a physio by trade. Over to Rowlands. Back to Garstra, the captain. As Garstra drives in.
Great reaction there from the Dutch defense. They're staying just in the periphery of number 13's eyes. She knows she can't make that draw safely without drawing that double.
That was strong defense from the Netherlands, but a missed opportunity from Wales. Captain Garstra just throwing that into the stick of a Dutch defender. Dutch now in possession of the ball. This is Cadal. She's got both goals today.
Oh, and I think that'll be a stick in the sphere from number 10.
And I think number 10, Laura Warren, needs to be careful. She already has 2 cards this tournament. But she's done well to foul outside of the 15. This Van Dijk, she's been excellent all tournament.
Looks to be a left-hand dominant player right here. Struggling to move and take advantage of that right-handed drive there.
And I think the Dutch have been called for another illegal screen. For all the lacrosse fans watching, you will know how rare it is to see an illegal screen called, and 2 calls already in just under 35 minutes is unusual. So the ball goes back the way of Wales. Phoebe Smith on the drive. And the Welsh team just needing to tighten up a little bit. As we're seeing some substitutes into the game for Wales. That is number 9, Rosie Bainham. Lachowski now with the ball. And here is Dryden. She's already got 1 today. She fires wide.
Don't think she had enough eyesight there on the goalie to see where she was actually sending that ball, to have that precision you're going to need to get those high corners.
And the official seems to be wanting to award that to the Netherlands.
And it might be, like I said, if you don't have awareness of where that ball is going. No, it looks like she's setting up on the 15.
The hand signals from the officials a bit changeable there. Dryden opting not to take the free position and just to find a nice opportunity here in the
Wonderful footwork there by the Netherlands, making sure they're set and forcing a split dodge there by number 1 or number 7 possibly. Knocking that ball out of her stick on her own volition.
And this a nice patient attack. Quarterback Ellie Jones behind. Jones with a feed. Lachowski not able to corral that one. A real scrap for this on the ground.
And Netherlands are going to flick it out to an open player. Great idea there. And she's going to protect that ball as hard as she can. But I think...
And that is attacker Lily Davidson. We have seen her.
The Netherlands is not happy with that. It looks like she went for that bottom check, which you are allowed to do if it is not using the webbing of your stick, as long as it's metal on metal. It's very annoying when it happens to you as a person going in on that attack drive, but still legal.
But yeah, it was Lily Davidson who was transitioning the ball. We've seen a lot from her today.
Beautiful stop there. A bit lucky. It looks like her feet caught it. I don't know if she was fully ready for where that ball was going to go, but that's what you need from a goalie, even when you don't have total eyes on that ball.
And this is scrappy play from both teams. I imagine both head coaches will be wanting to see this cleaned up. A lot of balls on the ground, a lot of missed opportunities. As Wales are issued a yellow card. I think that could have been for a swipe. So they will be a player down for the next 2 minutes. Yellow cards, an area which has really plagued the Welsh team. They are the team in the tournament with the most number of yellow cards. And that was Rowlands who was issued one there. So the Dutch working the ball around. Finding a free Van Dijk.
They were actually passed by Latvia for the number of cards, but have now just matched them again at 13 for the tournament.
And the Welsh really need to clean that up if they hope to win the rest of this game and hope to continue to win games in the tournament. So this is a free position opportunity for Van Dijk. But Harriet Brooks says no to that one. And this has been a little bit of a story of this game. The Netherlands having a number of free positions. The Welsh fouling on the free position opportunities. So it's Van Dijk again.
Not enough velocity there, I think, coming out of the sticks. Interesting to see if she got some contact there from, or interception by the Welsh defense there, but I think Wales really needs to pick up the Netherlands, they really need to pick up the pace here, make some quick ball movement, catch Wales off guard. Beautiful feed there in, but a little bit too close to the Wales player, a little bit in front of that Dutch player looking for the pass.
And I have to say, the Welsh defender, Laura Warren, is lucky not to have gotten a yellow card there. You see the goggles of the Dutch player flying off her face. That would have been Warren's second card of the day.
No. We have Ellie Gastra and Lulu Rowlands.
Sorry, Warren's already on 4. Okay, so would have been okay, but never fun to play a 4-person defensive unit. Swartz here with the ball. She's been a potent goal scorer for the Dutch. Swartz will be known to a few of these Welsh players. She did play in the UK for some time. Ball back behind with Ramsey, natural left-hander. She likes this dodge here on her left hand. She's going for it. And another save from the Welsh goalkeeper, Harriet Brooks.
And you see the Welsh are not happy about that. Again, missing some power on that finish from the Dutch shot. I think they feel like they're being caught, put off balance on these finishing opportunities by the Welsh defense.
And I think there'll be some debate as to if this is a charge or a kind of a charge call on the attack, or if this is a foul call on the Welsh defence. Both players went down, and the officials are deliberating here. We're just waiting to see what the call is here. I think it's going to be a throw. So we see a nice bird's eye view here from our drone cameras over on field 2.
And this will be our third of the day, I believe.
Fourth of the day, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
We had hardly seen a throw this whole tournament. Today has been the day of the throws, as Captain Ellie Gastra is able to come up with that one, but an errant pass.
Smart stick work there by number 8 on the Welsh team.
Yeah, I think that is going to be a Welsh ball due to a kick from the Dutch team. You can unintentionally kick the ball in women's lacrosse, but if it looks to be intentional, that is a foul. So ball behind, we've got Marill into the game. Marill has battled through injury this tournament. Great to see her back out. She's already got a goal today. And here is the captain, Garstrup, looking to play a two-man game with Dryden. This is Iona Dryden. Spent a year at Northwestern University. Such a great attacker, and that is why, using her fantastic skills to weave through the Dutch defence and finish that top shelf. That's a second goal of the day for Iona Dryden, and Wales extend their lead by 5.
And that's exactly the kind of velocity we need to see on those shots that we're seeing is missing from that Dutch side when they do have those opportunities on attack. I think we're going to have possibly a referee water break here or a timeout by the teams. I'm not sure. Either way, the coaches are able to coach. We're using a different water or heat protocol now that does allow for coaching during water breaks. So we'll join you when we see the action resume on field.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to get a quick water break. I am out of breath and excited about this one. We will leave you here. The score 7 to Wales, 2 to the Netherlands. We are back out on the field here. Field 2 for this playing game between the Welsh national team and the Dutch team. Wales currently leading 7 to 2. It has been an up and down game with possession from both teams, but Wales managing to convert more opportunities than the team in orange. And I think that is there the rookie, Nia Martin, who has picked up that ground ball. Young player playing at Manchester University, although they throw it straight away and back to the Dutch here. It's been a really low scoring second half so far, only 1 goal in it, and that was that last goal from Dryden.
And the Dutch have been pretty successful in this midfield transition. We haven't seen too many errant passes. As I say that, unfortunately, going right out the boundary lines.
And that is a commentator's curse.
But no, the Netherlands is going to come back with it.
I think that was the Welsh defender tipped it off. So we will see it behind now with Ramsey.
And let's see what kind of movement they can create here.
Ramsey, also a rookie on this team, playing at Rotterdam. Passing it off to her fellow teammate, Mille van Dijk. She's been a really nice, strong top driver so far this tournament. Van Dijk taking her time. And that is another fantastic save from the Welsh goalkeeper, Harriet Brooks, playing her lacrosse at Putney Lacrosse Club in the UK. A reminder that Wales are without one of their key defenders, Izzy Mickelson. She unfortunately tore her ACL a couple of months ago, so Wales having to fill that spot. Shout out and best wishes to her as Rosie Bainham into the game. Over to Martin. And Anna, what would you be doing if you were these teams? How can they tidy up these uncharacteristic errors on both sides?
Germany, I think it's shot select. Lost my ability to speak truly after that last game. Shot selection. We see even when they're going for these shots that are closer into the cage. They aren't faking, they aren't moving the goalie. It's too easy to catch them, or they're taking these shots that don't have a lot of velocity and power behind them. So I think that's where they're going to have to make the most difference. They're going to figure out to have different looks inside that 15-meter. And I think, but conversely, when you see them on defense, they are putting just enough pressure on to dislodge that ball and create harder opportunities here for Wales.
But this is a ride where we're seeing Wales put a bit of pressure on. We haven't seen much of that today, as they now content to let the Dutch clear the ball. That is number 11, Hannah Hunt. Down to Davidson, across to Verbroom. One of the first times we've seen her in the game for the Dutch today. Ball here with Cadald. She is the sole goal scorer for the Netherlands so far today, and it looks like they're trying to set up a two-man game with her.
It's just looking a little bit sluggish. They need to have more decisive moves, more decisive dodges here. I think Wales has a little bit more energy left in those legs to cover them off and prevent them from getting those hard drives.
And talking about energy in the legs, the Netherlands had a really hard-fought game with England yesterday, the reigning champs. It was such a, there was such a strong performance from the Dutch, but I do wonder if maybe they did run their legs out there in that game. Really hard-fought match against England. Wales, on the other hand, having a rest day yesterday, so they come in with the fresh legs. Ball behind with Davidson. And the Welsh team are appealing for a trip, and they get it. That is the third off-ball foul we have seen, offensive off-ball foul we have seen from the Dutch today.
I think the body language from that ref was from that official, was a block.
A block
on the hips with the hands. So I believe that's what the call would be. But still, I think off-ball foul.
And here is Garstra, running at the same speed as that van on the road. She's so speedy. Behind to Jones. And she will calm it down for the Welsh. Looking for a feed, looking for any options. She might go herself.
A little bit risky with the back check there, I think, from the Netherlands, but she's able to maintain that possession in her stick. That's our timer going here. Not always super precise, but we should see the end of this third quarter happening any second.
So the Welsh need to attack here, and that looks like what Warren is trying to do. They won't have long left in this quarter. A really low
smart to
quarter.
Continue that pressure all the way out, slow down the clock.
Yeah, this has been by far the lowest scoring quarter of the game so far. Only one goal scored so far, and it has come from the Welsh attacker Dryden. Not quite sure what the officials are saying here. So I think it looks like a free position awarded to Warren, but Captain Garstra, I believe, might have some blood on her, which means she needs to go off and take a substitution. And that there, an errant pass from the Welsh. Jones managing to save it. She did well there. Behind with Dryden, and you get the feeling maybe they don't know how much time they've got left in this quarter. They don't seem to be going particularly quickly, but they have a different time to us. As Lachowski there with an errant. Well, they're going to call it a shot. I thought it could have been a pass. So again, Wales getting a little bit lucky. They managed to retain the ball. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see an attempt here from Dryden. And we haven't seen who that pass was to. But Ellie Jones, a fantastic feed, and I think it was to a streaking cutter off camera, Katie Lachowski. We'll wait for confirmation on that goal. But yes, it was number 18, Katie Lachowski. The two of them have a special bond on and off the field. So that's Jones to Lachowski. I think they got that in just in time before the end of the third quarter. So that was a pretty low scoring quarter there, only 2 goals, both of them coming from the Welsh team. 1 for Lachowski, 1 for Dryden, and Ellie Jones now with a hat-trick of assists, I think, on the day for the quarterback on the Welsh team. We think now because of the heat protocol number 2, it should be a 7-minute timeout. So go and grab your coffees or your beer or whatever you're having and join us for the 4th and final quarter. This, the play-in game on day 7 of the European Championships. Wales leading the Netherlands 8-2. Welcome back to this, the fourth and final quarter for this crucial playing game between Wales and the Netherlands. Wales leading the Netherlands 8-2. Just a reminder of the teams that are in the quarterfinals so far. We've got England, Israel, Scotland. Italy won their playing game earlier. Germany winning in a really close battle earlier today. They won in overtime. That was one we were calling, which was really exciting. Ireland booking an automatic qualifying space. And then it will be one of these two teams, Wales or the Netherlands, who will go on to face Ireland. And we've got a tight matchup on field one as well between the Czechia and Latvia, with Czechia leading that by just 1 goal with about 8 minutes left in that match. So some really tight and close playing games today.
It's exciting on every single pitch of the tournament right now, which is, I think, such an incredible sign for the sport. These teams that a lot of the times are clear, expected teams to progress further in the tournament, and they're being, we're seeing threats all over the place from up-and-coming teams, from younger programs. I love to see it. I think it gives so much hope to these newer programs that they are competitive. They have reached that level to put their mark on European lacrosse. It's wonderful to see.
Yeah, it's just been such an exciting day. These play-in matches giving every team the opportunity to progress. A reminder that it's not just a place in the quarterfinals on the line here, as Nia Martin thought that she was pushed there.
Great pressure there by the Netherlands, I have to say. They had 3 ready to go. Didn't look like they had too much body pressure on there. I think they actually looked...
Ball here, they are trailing by 6 goals. This is Femke van Verseveld, one of the starting midfielders for the Dutch team. They call their 3 starting midfielders Spice Girls. And this is another one of them, Van Dijk. And that the third, Cadoud. Van Dijk, Cadoud and Van Verseveld, referred to fondly as the Spice Girls on the Dutch starting midfield. As we see a bit of a miscommunication there. The ball coming off the head of Dika Spitzin, but they managed to retain the ball. Oh, I thought that the Dutch had managed to retain that, but Maeve McKennie, such a fit and fast player. That girl can lift more than most people can in the gym, more than most men can actually. Known for her gym-related Instagram, actually. She carries the ball down the field, and it is back into the hands of the Welsh attack, who are looking to take as much time off the clock as possible. We are seeing them looking to take long and lengthy possessions. There are no rush at all here. Ball now with Phoebe Smith. She has 2 goals today.
And you'll hear some strong chants here from this other game by the Czech Republic, trying to hold out this lead.
So ball now with Ellie Jones up top. She's had 3 assists today. She's this strong quarterback presence. She had 6 goals in their game against Sweden, usually known as more of a distributor. And now it's back with Morel, the powerful attacker, playing her lacrosse for Centaurs Lacrosse Club. Actually works in environmental and animal documentaries.
Errant pass there by the Welsh. And I think at the same time, Germany is actually going to get a 3 seconds call.
Netherlands,
I'm sorry.
No. All good. We've still got that exciting overtime German-Norway game in our heads over here. But Warren taking her time. There's some nice tactics from the Welsh team, but they can't hold the ball for the whole quarter. So they will have to attack at some point, but they're just making sure they're having some nice, lengthy possessions. And the Dutch are starting to put a bit more pressure on now. Ooh, a right pass there from Captain Ellie Garstra. Over to Rosie Bainham. She's got a bit of space here, but back into the stick of Dryden, who finds a free cutter. Morel looking for the push. She's not given it. The ball in the stick of Carr.
Netherlands looking to move this ball up, make something happen on their attack systems. Like we said, I think we're seeing a little bit of tired legs here today from the Netherlands as they look to make some substitutions with their midfielders.
Yeah, the Dutch known for their patient style of attack. This is...
What a beautiful shovel shot there. Not sure what the number is, but beautiful shot choice. I think it's been a little bit different from everything they've tried so far. It's exactly what they need to come back into this game in the final minutes.
Yeah, and that's number 20, Ashley Ramsey, with that left-handed shovel shot, finding the back of the net for the Netherlands' third goal of the afternoon.
And we either have a timeout here or we have a mandatory water break. I, unfortunately, will have to leave the broadcast as I'm running a coaching clinic for, I think, 6 different teams in athletes from 6 different teams in this tournament. So they'll be coming out of this tournament a little bit more equipped to grow the game in their own home territories. So I'll be seeing you again tomorrow.
That is Anna Peterson. Great on comms and great at growing the game in Europe as well. Thanks for joining us, Anna, as we will step away here for this compulsory water break timeout. We believe there will be around just under 10 minutes remaining in this, the 4th and final quarter. Wales leading the Netherlands 8-3. Right, we are back here for the 4th and final quarter of this playing game between Netherlands and the Dutch. Sorry, Wales and the Dutch. It's been a long day for us here in commentary. We've had some really exciting games all over the tournament today. As we're seeing, I think Kalvenhoven and Williams in for the draw. Ball picked up by Wales. I thought it had gone to the Netherlands, but it will go into the stick of Laura Warren. And I just wonder how long Wales are going to be trying to play this possession game. There is still quite a long time left in this match, and I don't think they can hold it for the remainder of the game. I'm all for a patient attack. As you can see here, Warren hounded by Hannah Hunt. Morel doing a good job to pick that ball up. And we're seeing a lot of pressure here from the Dutch. Ball here with Sophie Morel. And a timeout is called, a very quick timeout, straight out of that water break. I imagine the Welsh attacking coach, Will Baxter, might be drawing up an attacking play, giving his team some ideas. You can see Baxter there on the screen, as well as the Welsh masseuse, Steph Harris. He has been the #1 supporter of the Welsh team for such a long time. You can often see him with a big Welsh flag running up and down the sidelines. As the Dutch will need to look to go quickly here. We believe there to be about 7 or 8 minutes left in this matchup. Still very doable for the Netherlands, though. No complacency for Wales here. And the Netherlands, if they move fast, they might be able to still give themselves a chance at winning this match. I will step away for a second and be right back with you. Okay, we are back out here on field 2 after a quick timeout. Not quite sure what's happening here. Some issue with the stick of Iona Dryden. So Marill with the ball. Oh, I think that you can't take the substitution. It has to go back to the player who initially had the ball. And the ball now into the sticks of the Welsh. They'll expect to see them play a patient rest of this second half. They have the lead by 5 goals. And the Netherlands, you can see, are pressuring. They really need this ball back. Ball now with Dryden. And it's a nice drive from Rowlands. But you can see here, the Welsh don't want to go to goal. They want the ball in a Welsh stick, preventing any counter-attack from the Dutch. This will be a long period of play for them to play possession, but it looks like that's exactly what they're trying to do. Ball still in the stick of Dryden. And yes, it doesn't look like the Welsh will be going to goal at the moment. That was a wide open Katie Lachowski. Opted not to take the shot. And this is when you start to have discussions about the shot clock. That is really a key discussion at the moment happening at world and European lacrosse level. One of the positives of having a shot clock is that teams would not be able to do this. You would not see teams holding the ball for an entire quarter. As it looks like the ball is going to go back to the Dutch. I think they're saying that Dryden stepped on the end line there. She looks confused and frustrated with that call. But the ball back into the stick of a Dutch player. Now with goalkeeper Kennedy Carr. Carr actually used to play on the U18 USA team, then made the switch to play for the Dutch. And expect the Dutch to go quickly here. This is Van Dijk. Off to Kadaud. She's got 2 goals today. Sophie Kadaud, really an injection of speed for this Dutch team. You see the double team coming. And pushed over the line into the stick of their captain, Nina Morsinkov. Back with Humphrey, who scored that last shovel shot underhand goal. She's going herself. A nice slide there from the Welsh defence, but they will be called for across the body, I think. I thought that Ramsey might be awarded a free position shot, but the foul was clearly outside of the critical scoring area, so it's just a possession. And some quick passing there for the Dutch, but they aren't able to convert. Ball on the ground a lot. I think we will now see a free position opportunity. The Welsh have given away a lot of free position opportunities today. This one in the hands of Boening. Boening, a rookie out of Utrecht. Opts not to take the shot. Kadaud now, 2 goals today. She is an injection of speed. Van Verseveld. Pumping and drawing the shooting space. She wants to move quickly. You can see that here. And the Welsh defence a bit slow to set themselves up here, but a nice crash on Van Verseveld. Not able to get a shot off. Van Dijk weaving. Tip there off a Welsh stick. It's going to be another free position for the Dutch. This is starting to get spicy. Van Dijk wants to move quicker. She charges in and finishes. That is a goal for number 14, Melle Van Dijk. Her first goal of the game off a free position shot. That brings the score to 8-4 to the Netherlands. They've managed to halve the Welsh score. It was 8-2. And we're seeing a timeout here called on the field. We're not quite sure how long is left in this match. Oh, they called actually they called a stick check on Van Dijk, but her stick was deemed legal. And the ball back to the draw here. And it is slightly nervous times for the Welsh fans here. You can see that Wales not opting to go to goal, but the Dutch looking to move quickly. And we're not sure how long is left in the game. I imagine around 5 minutes. As there is a scrap here for the ground ball. And it is Williams who is able to come up with that crucial draw control. She's been ever so good this afternoon on the draw. Williams actually only recently started taking the draw in her veteran career, known more for her defensive abilities. As you see Williams, I think, go off to change her draw stick there. She's really stepped up for the Welsh team on the draw. Ball now with Dryden. Dryden attacking. But the Welsh content to run this clock down. And there will be a lot of anxious Welsh fans. Completely free. Captain Garstra, who does decide to pull the trigger, and I do think that was the right decision. It was getting a bit nerve-wracking for the Welsh supporters. And that goal actually has been attributed to number 8, Ellie Jones. I thought it was the captain, Ellie Garstra. In fact, I'm sure it was the captain, Ellie Garstra, because I think the pass was from number 8, Ellie Jones. So we're going to go with what I think here. I think that was an assist from Ellie Jones and a goal from Ellie Garstra. That is 9-4. Wales leading the Netherlands. Can't be that long left in this match. As it's Van Verseveld who manages to pick that ground ball up. So the Dutch looking to move quickly. This is Knaud, 2 goals on the day. Back to the quarterback, Spitzen. And an errant pass there, but I think there was a flag on the play. Knaud driving in, and that is a fantastic stop there from Harriet Brooks, the goalkeeper. She's been strong in cage all day today, has Brooks. As we see Van Dijk, the previous Dutch goal scorer, back to Knaud. Those two are a real speedy pair. Back here to Knaud. And another save. Harriet Brooks is doing a real job for the Welsh team in cage here. Just tracking those low shots, as it is Garstra here, the captain, transitioning the ball. She's taking her time. This is Iris Hampstead into the game, another young player, currently at Southampton University. And she is stripped of the ball, fouls in frustration. So Ramsey, an overthrow there. but Carr is able to pick it up. And I have to use this moment to say, regardless of the outcome of this match, both teams, in my opinion, deserve to be in that final 8. They were victims of really tough draws. The Dutch have been fantastic, but that is the end of the game, and it is the Welsh team who prevail in this. The play-in game, they will go on to play Ireland tomorrow in the quarterfinals, and they keep their hopes of that World Championship Division 1 place alive. Final score for the day, Wales 9, Netherlands 4. We will see you tomorrow for what is sure to be a huge game of quarterfinals. I've been Sophie Coombs-Roberts. Thanks very much for joining.
Então, você